Good morning. Hi, Carrie Scroggins down in Texas. Getting ready on this most exciting day today. We are anxiously waiting to see if our daughter-in-law heads to the hospital to be induced today for our fourth grandchild. You know what it's like sitting here waiting on doctors to decide what they're going to do and if there's enough room for her to be induced today. Anxiously, nervously waiting that text message from her. So, in preparations for that, in case I have a really long day, which could happen if she is induced, and there's no telling how long that process could take. She went pretty quickly with her first baby, so I don't think it's going to be a long, drawn-out process for the second one. It's normally not. So, we shall see. So, I'm just getting all my prep done here. I'm putting my primers on. I am using my trusty Fix and Glow, Makeup Revolution Fix and Glow. I am using my e.l.f. Hydrating Concealer, and I am using my stick product today. That is my long-wearing stick product that I use, and decided I better put that on today in case it is a really long day. And then I'm also going to use some cookies and cream in my T-zone today. Just give myself a little bit more help in this area. Right down my nose, my forehead right here a little bit, and my chin, and then just kind of blend that out a little bit under my eyes. Oh, I'm so excited. I don't know if he's coming today, but oh, I'm so excited to meet this little boy. I cannot tell you. I love all of my grandchildren. I'm so incredibly blessed. This one, I never expected this child, my oldest son. First, I never expected him to marry. I really did not expect this one to get married. To have a child to begin with, and then to have his own son. It's really kind of mind-boggling. His beautiful daughter is going to be such a fantastic big sister. She is 5.5, and you know, she's at that beautiful age where she's going to want to help mommy do everything, and she's just going to be a phenomenal big sister. I can't wait to see that as well. And then my other grandchildren, my son's sister has two. She's got an 8-year-old little boy and a 5-year-old little girl, and they are just so excited. He is so excited because there's another boy coming. So cute, right? All right, so now I have put on my my hydrating tinted moisturizer here. I didn't put my concealer on just yet. I wanted to see something a little different today since I'm using my tinted moisturizer everywhere today. I wanted to see the difference, if I can see any difference, between starting with this combination of concealer colors and then using it in a different step process. I have been putting that on before my tinted moisturizer, so today I wanted to just flip it up and see if I can really see any difference. I probably won't be able to see any difference, but you know, just out of curiosity's sake, let's see if we can. Alright, let me find my white. So if you remember, I'm using these LA Girls concealers. One is pink and one is white, and I'm using the white one in the corners, in the really hard spots that I need help with. Right here in particular, this is where I get this really dark area. I'm going to use that there and just kind of blend that down a little bit. Come back in and do it on this side as well, in that really dark area there, and where I have this one spot that is just being so stubborn. Alright. Uh-oh, where's my top? Oh, there it is. And so that's the white LA Girl colors. Now I'm going to come in and I'm going to add the pink to it. And I'm pulling the pink over across the top of the white and then extending out this direction. Oh, I'm so excited for today. I just can't tell you. It's been so hard for me to concentrate, really, in the last week. Ever since we did this shower party for our kids, this couple's shower to, you know, we want to include Dad in things too. You know, Mom always gets these beautiful showers, and I just wanted to include my son so he felt like, you know, he was part of this huge celebration. Not that he didn't, but you know how moms are. Just always got to be trying to do for our kids. You know, I think I like this process better, actually, where I put my tinted moisturizer on first and then come back in with my concealer. I think I like this better. I think I get a smoother look doing it this way. I think it blends better. I think it looks a little bit more natural than doing it concealer first and then putting on your tinted moisturizer. Of course, as always, just my opinion. I'd love to get your opinion. Have you tried doing it different ways? And if you have, what's been your success in this endeavor with concealer and tinted moisturizer, and your process of which one you put on first? It's beautiful. I mean, I just think that it looks really white, and I know it looks really white, but when you come back in and you finish all of this with the powders and your blush and your contour, it's just this gorgeous, beautiful pink undertone that I get to my complexion that looks really nice on camera when I'm doing my social media content, and I get lots of nice compliments on it. So we're going to continue on using it this way. So I'm taking my tiny little powder puff now, and I am setting that with my loose pink setting powder. It is loose. And I love this little, look at this little powder puff. It is so great. It helps me get into these really tiny areas. I actually like it better than the triangle one that I have too. Just for the eyes and around the corner of your nose, I do love the way this works, this little round powder puff. Perfect, look at that. Okay, then we're going to come in with the bigger powder puff, and we're going to set the rest of the face with my setting powder. It just gives me, you can see this beautiful radiant undertone to my skin, which I think just is extremely flattering. I have pink undertones to my skin anyway, so this levels out that moisturizer just makes it all look, in my opinion, again, natural and normal. I mean, it's a little shade different, but you can't, I mean, you're never going to get it exactly perfect. In my opinion, this is pretty close. And so these are the tones and the colors that I've used for quite a while, and I'm going to stick with them. Okay, let me get my brush, and we are going to work on brows now. I am using my Adele powder palette for my brows. And I'm just coloring in my brows. I am mixing a taupe and a dark brown to get the color that I like my brows to be. I don't like them real dark, and I don't like them real blonde, because then you can't see them. So it's just one of those things you kind of got to go day by day and just blend until you think you've got the right color, the right shape. There we go. Perfect. Perfect, as they say. Okay. Wipe the nose here. Let's get, I'm going to go ahead and put my lipstick on because my lips are really dry. And this is my NYX jumbo stick that is multifunctional. You can use it as lipstick, you can use it as eyeshadow, a cream eyeshadow, and you can use it as blush. Today we are going to be using it as eyeshadow, and we're going to be using it as lipstick. So we're going to start now with the eyes. So this is NYX Jumbo Stick, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in, I'm going to start on my lid, and I'm just going to color my lid with this product. Wow. It goes on pretty bright on my lid. Scaring me a little bit, but we'll blend here in just a sec. Woo! Put some down on the bottom. I'm going to be using a blending product to blend this out. I'm going to be using my Fenty How Many Carats highlighter, because I want to blend that pink down a little bit. But before I do that, I'm going to come in with a fluffy brush, and I'm just going to take it and I'm going to blend that all in and see what we get once we blend it out. And if we need to, you know, add more, or if that ends up being a nice color once I get it all blended. And it's blending beautifully. Oh my goodness. Wow. That stick is truly remarkable. Look at that. Wow, that's amazing. That blended out really nice. So I am going to come in and I am going to pick up this How Many Carats on the same brush, this highlighter, and I'm just going to dust over, start at the top of my brow socket, eye socket, and work my way down. I think we are going to add a little bit more color to it, but I'm going to add the companion Fendi What a Brat color to this combination. I do think that when you blend that, you do lose a lot of color from that stick. So, food for thought there. It went on much, much darker than it is now. So I'm coming back in with another pink, and this is Fenty's What a Brat that I use as eyeshadow and as blush. And we're just blending over the top of those colors there, taking it up into the crease. Beautiful. Wow, that's really pretty. Fendi is a remarkable line too. I got to tell you, I've got to shout out to them. I do love their products a lot. Let me get a small tiny brush now, and I'm going to pick up my black actually in my Adele brow product, and oops, that one went on way too dark. I'm going to have to blend that. I'm just using the black to outline my eyes, give some definition to my eyes. I am going to come back in with a pink and soften this. Because it really did go on much darker than I wanted it to go on. But that's what happens with makeup. You've just got to be willing to not panic and just correct your mistake as you go. So this went on pretty dark, this black. So what I'm doing now is I'm just taking my Fenty What a Brat, and I am just blending that black out. And it's beautiful. It's not going to end up being, really dark like it was when I first put it on. So you just gotta, when you see something like that happen, you just gotta go, oops, so I made a mistake, and then move on. Okay, I do want to add a little bit of depth right here, so I'm picking up what's left on my tiny little brush right here, and I'm just creating this little hook. So I get some definition to the outer corner of my eye here. And then blending it all down together. Beautiful. Yes. Oh, that's so pretty. Those colors together are dynamite. So, just to recap, I started with my jumbo stick, and then I blended that out, and it got really faint. Okay, so food for thought there. Then I came back through with my How Many Carats, my concealer, no, not concealer, my highlighter here. Get my thoughts together. My highlighter here. Then, on top of that, I added some pink from my How Many Carats. This is also, What a Brat. What a Brat is the blush. How Many Carats is the highlighter. And they're both from Fenty. And I do love their products. Today, for my fallout, I'm actually going to use my Fenty powder today. And I'm doing this today because my under eye is a little dark, so I need a little bit of help today with a dry powder concealer, and that's what this is. And I'm just coming in and I'm picking up all of that fallout that I had, and I'm then just bringing it down over my face, and you'll be able to see the difference here. I talked about this yesterday with this product. This is a remarkable finishing powder, It says it's a foundation, and you can use it as a foundation. I particularly like it as a finishing powder because it just gives my skin this beautiful radiance and airbrushed quality that I think is just gorgeous. So I actually use it more as a finishing powder than I do as a foundation. Okay, now let's come in with our trusty Milani contouring powder here, and let's get some contour into the face. We'll start up here. Get that bone contoured. Same on this side. Every time my phone rings, I think it's my daughter-in-law. Every time my phone dings, I'm like looking at it to see if it's my daughter-in-law saying, "We're on the way." Beautiful, isn't that? Wow. Stunning colors. Those colors are just remarkable. Wow. Obviously, I am wearing, you can't see it, but my pants that I have on are speckled pink and black and gray in this geometric kind of paint thing that in my leggings, and so you can't actually see it, but that's why I'm wearing the pink and the black today. Okay, let's come in today with my beautiful Christian. I'm going to use my Christian Dior. I don't use it very often anymore because I don't have hardly any left, but I am going to use it today, and I'm going to get it on my cheeks here. Ugh, just love this. And then I'm going to seal with my loose powder before I finish the blush application, and I'm going to come over the top with my Fenty products, my highlighter and the blush combination that works so well together. But I wanted to get the Christian Dior on as my blush, my foundational blush, right? See so many people using multiple blush products, and I finally get that, and it's a beautiful way to add colors to your face. Okay, so let's go ahead and set, and all I'm going to do now is take my big powder puff. I'm not going to dip it in anything because I have enough left on here where I just want to seal what I've done so far with my powder. And we'll just ever so slightly brush my brows. And you know what? I do want to add more pink under my eyes. It's still, well, I don't know, let me look. It looks, when I look up close, it looks really dark, but when I look kind of back from it, it doesn't look quite so dark. So I think what I might do is just go underneath a little bit more, expand that out, make that a little bit fatter. Yeah, that looks better. Just bring that color down a little bit more. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, so then let's now come in with our How Many Carats. This is this beautiful Fenty highlighter. And sometimes what you've got to do with this, I've noticed this palette has a tendency to get smushed down, and so sometimes you actually have to come in and pick it up with your finger or scratch the top of the palette so you get the product off. At least that's been my experience with this particular product, and it is really beautiful. It is, I don't wear, this is the only highlighter that I even have in my makeup supply. I am just not a highlighter girl, but this is a really remarkable product. I don't want to get that all over me like I just did. Got to wipe it off, or sometimes this one won't come off, so you got to be careful with this one because it is a really intense highlighter. All right. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Now, let's pick up our blush brush again. And we're going to come in with how many carats? What a brat. I keep getting those mixed up. I'm so sorry. This is What a Brat. This is the blush from Fenty. Look at that. Wow. Just stunningly beautiful. That product is just amazing. And when you pair it with the highlighter, how many carats, it is just stunning. Absolutely stunning. I love that combination when you put it together. Then I am going to add a little bit more lipstick before I am dropping everything left, right, and center today. Put that on. That's beautiful. Okay, now let me find my trusty, let me put my powder away before I spill that everywhere and make a unbelievable mess because I'm dropping everything everywhere today. I'm nervous and I'm kind of rushing a little bit, and that's because I'm on pins and needles this morning. All right, let's come in and let's curl these babies. While I'm thinking about it and I'm curling my lashes and putting my mascara on, I wanted to say thank you to everybody for your voting that you are doing for Fab 40 for me, this contest. It is, I am humbled by your support and your daily effort to vote for me. I thank you for that. I know everybody's extremely busy, and I just wanted to say thank you this morning. This round closes today, and we are hovering in one or two, rank 1 or 2, top 10 advance. I think that's to the finals, so I'm incredibly humbled by your continued support of me and helping me raise money for breast cancer awareness. You know, the one thing about breast cancer that we have learned over the years, over the last few decades, is absolutely the best way to beat breast cancer is to have early detection. It is vitally important that you get your mammograms every year. If you have breast cancer in your family, it is absolutely important that you speak to your doctor in your 30s about what your chances are and how often you need to be doing mammograms if you have breast cancer in your family, especially if it is from your mother's side. My maternal grandmother, my mother's mother had breast cancer, and so it is vitally important for me to continue my mammograms. I do them. I still only have to do them once a year because I am faithful about that and I don't miss it, and so we are able to track, and I do it religiously. So I'm encouraging you, if you have breast cancer in your family, doesn't matter how young you are, you need to talk to your doctor, get a game plan together, and then ladies and gentlemen, because breast cancer does affect men too. I have a client right now who is fighting breast cancer. He lost family members, males, to breast cancer. So it's nothing to mess around with for both men and women. So get with your doctor, talk about your family tree and what your genes have in their history, so you can come up with a game plan and then stick to that game plan. Don't ever deviate from it. The minute you deviate from it is when you could create problems for yourself. So don't deviate from it and get your annual mammograms. And thank you for your support of this very worthy cause. It would be a remarkable thing in my lifetime to see a cure for breast cancer and any cancer. I have cancer in my family on both sides. Both of my parents my mother had cancer. My dad is in remission from cancer, and it's nothing to fool around with. Get your annual physicals. As much as we hate them, it's so important. Early detection is your best tool across the board, to be quite honest with you. So don't gamble. Your life is worth much more than that to gamble just because you don't want to go have a physical done at a doctor's office. Just do it. All right, we are done. Let's put my glasses on so I can see, since I can't really see very well without them. Oh, that looks really nice today. I'm really liking the way that turned out.
Bill Scroggins.
Have a blessed day, everybody. This is Carrie from Texas. We'll see you in my next video.